Oh boy, you can't see nothing. It's about dark 30 in the morning. I'm gonna go pick up Justin, and we're going to go on a little road trip to go see Charlie. Look at this. This is what it looks like when you're self-employed. I ought to blow the horn. Wake up! Wake up! His wife would kill me if I blew the damn horn at 6:30 in the morning. I'm so tempted to, though. I'm so tempted just to lay on it. Oh, if he doesn't hurry it up, I'm going to. Here he comes. Finally. Finally. Let's look at that. Did you fall in the toilet?
No.
You know how tempted I was to lay on the horn this morning?
That would be genuine for you.
Good morning, Justin. Say hello.
Good morning.
I was like, his wife would kill me if I laid on the horn at 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday.
That would be nothing out of the ordinary for you.
You want to see if I can run through the grass too on the way out?
Well, you going straight, shit.
These damn dark ass windows, I can't see backing up.
Well, look at your camera.
Well, that is. It's got. Can you go out there and wipe the water drops off of it?
No.
Okay.
I'm running my grass.
I don't give a damn about your grass. You come down my driveway drifting one day.
You can't go. You can't drift in my.
Man, it look like a Ford dealership down here.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get some better videos when it's light. Welcome to Charlie's, Justin.
We're back.
We have made it. We have arrived. We got the backhoe in the front yard. Got
Here
our dump trucks, our graders. I don't know what in the world they've been doing right here with the dozer. His GPS or something. He must have been playing with the GPS.
Yeah.
Doors wide open in the rain. Oh, Charlie. Hey, the 215's still back there. There's another grader or something back there in the back.
Yeah, that's been there. We are here.
Oh, we are here. Let's go find him. So over with Charlie on one of his projects.
Repairing this dam that was built in the 1930s.
Really?
And there used to be a grist mill on top of here. There was two stones in here, and there was a mill house out there with another stone out here. And how this is designed to work is the water's supposed to come up to here and flood over.
Okay.
That's your head. They had a turbine over here, and it run your grinding corn. And the mill house is over top of this. And if you had a big rain or a big flood coming, there's wooden gates that drop down in here. And your head was so that you could grind, but when you had a flood coming, they come out here and they pull these gates out.
To relieve the water.
Go ahead and relieve the rain, or the water head in here, the pool, and then the water would come up and go back down, drop the gates back down. Well, over the years, you know, the Portland has eroded out of here, and it got during Hurricane Fran. They come out here and they pulled it, and it washed all the wood and everything off the top of this, and there was a bridge. So the gentleman talked to a couple of people about fixing it, and they gave him prices, and he said, go ahead and come on and fix it, and he never heard from them again. So he called me, I don't know, a couple of years ago. They called a couple times, and finally I come over here and looked at it, and I was like, well, okay, I can fix it. And he kind of spit a number out, and I thought in my mind that, yeah, that was a good number. I felt like I could work with that. Because I think the other people, they didn't tell him no, they just told him how much, and they didn't think the man had any money. And when he said go ahead and do it, they just never called back.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been easy. We've been messing around out here a little while, but the rain's been hurting us. You know, there's about 2 foot of water in here, so what we got to do is we take these sandbags and pile them up in here, and then put these pumps in here and pump the water down in behind. Put the sandbags out here.
And the water can go around the openings over there.
I'm gonna put the water can go around over there. So you do this half, and you re-pour a face with concrete on here. You take and dowel it in, pour a foot. This is concrete floor all the way across.
Oh, the bottom's concrete? Oh, okay.
Too. So you clean it off, and it's like 2 foot thick concrete. You clean it off, and I'm going to pour a footing that's 3 foot by 2 foot, because that's where the water normally is.
Okay.
Get that poured with an opening in between each one of these and halfway across. Then take the bags and take a long reach and move them over there and pump the water out over there, do the same thing. Now what we have is we're up out of the water. So then we put a wall here, put a wall there, re-encapsulate this, make new gates. I'm putting a beam up here with a trolley hoist on it so that he can just take and
pick them up.
Gates out with electric hoist.
So he wants it back so that he can lower the water if need be.
The problem he'd have is a storm would be coming, and he'd be out here with pry bars trying to pull these gates that weren't sealing good up against this rough concrete, and it was really hard to pull them out with all that heavy.
All that pressure on it. On top of trying to balance on that 8-inch wide beam right there.
Right. Well, there was wood here at one time, but it flooded over during Matthew.
And washed it away.
Washed all the stuff down the river. So, and you know, I'm going to reface. I'm going to pour another foot of concrete on both of these walls over here because I think they're compromised.
Yeah.
And I want to face everything. We put an extra foot of concrete here, an extra foot there. Probably here I'm going to put a wing wall out in the center, and then over there, and then I'm going to build my bridge across on that concrete. Before they had 8x8 posts standing up in the bottom, and just the pressure and the weight of the bridge was holding it down. When all this big water
it just
through,
swept it right away.
Swept it right away. And that concrete won't do that. But the weather hasn't cooperated. Just about the time the water, I came out here the day before yesterday, and the water was down. Looks like about what it is right now. We got a bunch of rain.
We did get a lot of rain.
So, well, it's back up again. I come through here after 4 inches of rain. I couldn't even see my bags. That's how they got washed out. I hadn't done anything since then.
Really, that much rain? It's got a good flow then, doesn't it?
Oh, there was 4 foot of water in here. I mean, it was just rushing through here. I mean, it just, you know.
Wow.
So it's kind of hard to work in the water when there's 4 foot. 2 foot you can deal with. You can put waders on and get in here and work with it. 4 foot, there's just no way. And you have to get the water out enough that you can clean off that. For whatever reason, on top of the concrete, there's some 2x8. I think they're cypress planks that they've laid on top there. Well, I have to get those out of the way so that I can drill and dowel.
So you're
footing
got a good seal with your concrete, yeah.
Concrete. That's what I got to do. I've got to tie into this. And I mean, this is kind of what in 1992 I started doing was marine construction, and kind of got into equipment by accident after that. So this is kind of used to be in my wheelhouse. But I don't know, it's just a unique job that, you know, there'd be 500 people a day or 1,000 people a day that'll drive by and see it fixed.
Yeah.
You know, after it's been sitting here like this for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And it's a sense of accomplishment. I like doing stuff that not everybody can do. I don't know I don't know if that's good for anything.
But he doesn't want to just pour a wall back and just have it where it pours over, because
what'll happen is if you got a hurricane coming, it'll blow the dam up.
Yeah.
Because you have to have somewhere to relieve the
for all that pressure.
And like I said, this was put in the 30s, and I've got a picture on my phone. I've got a picture on my phone of what the mill house used to look like.
Oh, wow.
In fact, I can send it to you. You can probably
do that. And I'll put it in the video.
Yeah. And it's a picture from at the road looking back this way.
I'll see if I can walk down here without falling off.
There's not much holding you up here if you look at it.
That's why I'm scared to look here. You're right, it is a little.
But see, there's some of the boards that I pulled out with the backhoe that you can see. That's all.
We'll walk up there.
That's all down in the bottom.
No, I ain't sitting. Easy now. Got to film and walk the plank. So you got a 6-inch and a 4-inch pump?
Yep.
Did you rent a telehandler for that, or
it's going back? I'm
going back.
Long reach instead.
Long reach excavator?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Well,
I can.
Well, I guess your regular excavator wouldn't reach out there.
Well, I can't come in this side. He's got a concrete driveway that when I brought the pumps around, I cracked the driveway with the telehandler. And I have to have something I can reach all the way across.
Reach all the way across.
Yeah, to be able to do this. So I just changed my plan a little bit.
Yeah.
If this would have been summer and the water would have been down, I would have been done.
You could have done, probably regular sandbags and. that you could move by hand. It'd be pretty labor intensive, but
Well, those are 1-ton mortar sandbags, and the ones that got washed away I'm going to replace with seed bags. I got a friend that runs a seed company,
yeah.
and he said, man, just take them and take your backhoe forks and take your mini X and put your dirt in there. And he says the bags are $12 a piece as compared to $60.
Yeah, we've bought some of those before, and they're proud of those bags.
And my other plan was to sheet pile this and pump the water out, which was going to be about an extra 10 grand. And then, okay, here you go. You get 4 inches of rain, and now
What
you get
happens?
sheet pilings in. I got to pull sheet pilings
To get the water to...
Right, so that means, okay, now that's an extra 12 grand because I have to have a machine here with a hammer. I can't send the hammer back in case of storms coming. I got to be able to pull the sheets. So we're not too busy right now, so
Make it work.
we'll make it work.
Just let the rain quit.
No.
All right. Well, I think this will be a interesting little project you got. You'll have to send me some pictures and...
When I get it done, we'll send some pictures up because I know everyone's going to say, oh, it'll never work. This and that, whatever.
Well, I'll be back down in February. Maybe you'll have some form work up by then.
If it had been June or something, I'd have been done, but it's just how it worked out.
Aggravating, yep.
It
All
is
right.
what it is.
How much? We got a good couple inches of rain, wouldn't you say?
It's probably 1.5 to 2 inches.
So here's a pond y'all finished up, what, a month or so ago? According to...
Long enough for this ryegrass to get started, and I've been talking about this with the landowner for a couple of years. And what this was this existing dam across here, which was about 3 foot lower, and it was all sewed up with trees like that bank right there. And this was open, not here, right here. There was an old grist mill in it.
So pretty much mirror image of that last place we left.
Very, very, very similar.
With the concrete or rock dam.
All busted out, so we tore it out, and we pushed dirt down in it and plugged it off, and then went back in and cut the dirt back out because it had turned into mud. Cut it down to good dirt, and then put dry dirt back in it and packed it in the lifts. Either that or you'd have had a sheet piling it, because you had 3 foot of water in here.
Yeah. And we'll show you how much water flows there. So you got a 12-inch agger drain over there, which is a flashboard riser pretty much.
And so then we cleared the dam off.
But you've raised the water up, what, 3 feet higher than it was before?
From what the pool was before, we raised it up 3 feet. So we brought this dam up 3 or 4 feet and widened it out. It was really narrow.
Yeah.
When we cleared it off, there was just enough room for a traco to get across it. So we cleared it and burned our slash and everything. And we come in here and we put our pipe through. The water coming through the agger drain here.
So this is just a 12-inch system with, you say it's probably about 10 or 12 feet high, isn't it?
It's somewhere around there.
Pretty stout drain. So what that is, it's got a pipe out there on the front.
Beavers can't figure out how to plug it.
Beavers can't figure it out because the water comes from the bottom. They can only stop.
They hear it in there, but they can't.
They can't figure out how to get to it. And the water's level is controlled with these boards right here. So if they wanted to drain it, they could easily pull all those boards out and drain it. And then the spillway is over here. You want to go look at the spillway?
Yeah, the emergency runaround. You have to excuse me. I'm like Doc Holliday. I got the damn tuberculosis. Anyway, maybe I'll make it.
He's not contagious though.
Bronchitis. Oh, that's great.
So pretty much on a pond this size, you cannot put in an overflow big enough. So you have to, you do a standard overflow and then a spillway to handle
excess water. And what happened is we got this in and it was in here about 2 weeks and we got about 4 or 5 inches of rain. And the water come up and it run through the emergency runaround and it's got it cut out a little bit here. I got to fix it.
Yeah.
It's fine. You want the water to go around the dam instead of breaching the dam and just blowing the dam out.
Yeah, because if you had a spillway right here on where you pretty much patched it, it would have been cut in half by now.
And then cut a hole and all the water would have been gone.
So you come over here on original ground and make a very nice gentle slope going down.
And it feeds around behind it, plus all of this dirt that we cut out of here we used to build our dam with.
Yeah. And that's a lot of water. I mean, that's probably
I don't know, there's a bunch going through there.
That's at least an 18, 24-inch pipe's worth of water.
After that big rain, it was about a foot of water in there.
Yeah. That would have been a 48-inch diameter pipe's worth.
No way. If this wasn't here, that dam would have been blown out. You got to have
Yeah.
for that pool. And there's no creek feeding this thing, it's just runoff.
That's a lot of runoff.
So when we first put it in, the water level didn't rise at all because we hadn't had any rain. And I
Yeah.
was a little concerned. I said, you know, I don't know if this thing will ever fill without a big rain. Well,
It did.
filled.
It did.
But it's so wet, and it rained again last night, 1.5 or 2 inches.
Yeah, it's pretty squishy out here right now.
You know, we've been, the last 5 years, we've been working on, you know, big site projects and stuff, and some things changed, and we didn't get some jobs, and now we're kind of doing some stuff that I used to do years ago.
A long time ago, yep.
So you have to be able to kind of adapt to what's going on.
And it
Anyway, that's probably washed out a little bit there because Brady had a hole right there.
Oh, really?
He dug a bunch of dirt right here when we were working on that dam, and so this wouldn't have been existing. But once it gets back there on existing, you know, it won't. I would say that's 2 foot deep.
Yeah. Well, you could grade this and put a little bit of matting there, and that'll hold
Yeah,
grade
I
so
mean,
that
I'll
it
fix
won't.
it when the water goes back down in the spring. It's fine. It's not like that's going to blow out and wash.
Oh no,
the whole
you
thing
got
out. No.
600 feet, and then it ties back into original ground down there. Because really, from like right here to down there is probably only about 2 feet of elevation change, isn't it?
Well,
2 or 3 feet.
And there's not much erosion. If you look at that water, it's crystal clear all the way down. You're not getting any turbidity. You're not
Yeah.
getting any siltation. I mean, it's really not a problem.
Well, you can see by all the trash how deep the water was.
You know,
It was coming through here, like say, a foot deep. That's
because-
a lot of flow.
But we had GPS set up out here and everything was auto graded. I made a surface for this down here, and we graded this side with GPS and this side with a total station because the trees were shrouding the GPS a little bit.
Oh, really?
And you know, I can go out here and take shots and then edit the elevations, and I can make it flat and level. And yeah, you can go out here and do it by eye, but I can spend 20 minutes on the computer
And
I can
get a
take the
nice-
fall and make sure that over this distance it's exactly the same every 100-foot.
Because I'm sitting here looking at it, and I don't see where it looks like it's falling the same amount.
It's
pretty
flat.
much
I don't
throughout.
remember exactly what the fall is from the top to the bottom, but I shot the bottom, shot the top, made 100-foot or 50-foot stations, maybe it was,
Yeah.
and got in there and edited the elevations of the points, and then put cross slope on it, and if you look, it's pretty flat.
It's got about the same percentage all the way down.
And you can put a monkey in the machine and tell him to flip the switch and drive, you know. And then when he gets a big pile of dirt up in front of the blade, just take the excavator and pull it out of the way.
Is that what you do Thursday and Friday of the week?
Well, I had a monkey, but he ran away. He's in the woods over there somewhere.
All right.
He kept pooping in the seat.
Yeah, making a mess.
Yeah. He didn't give him no more bananas.
No more bananas. Took away his pay. The old Bantams here, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. I was thinking about getting it for a play toy or some yard art, but I don't know. Everything, even the cylinders, are about rusted. Even though it'd bust right off, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It fires right up. But I don't know if it even get onto a trailer without something busting would probably be a miracle. The stick was controlled with foot pedals, and the bucket, the boom and swing with the levers, and the swing gears broke in it. So pretty much it doesn't swing, and people have tried stealing the radiator, so half the panels are missing. But old girl fires right up. And there's the swing motor. That's the gear or something's broken there. I believe about every hose would bust if you started to move this thing. She's a beaut. Everything's been banged into it, I think. That cylinder over there ain't too bad, but everything else is pretty well. I don't know, Mr. Charlie. She's getting rougher and rougher the more I look. That cylinder was definitely leaking if I remember correctly. She's oldie. So we were driving down beside the road and we saw this machine sitting up here on a easement, and it caught my attention because the stick rotates 360 degrees and it's got a pivoting boom. That was very interesting. You do not see these. I've only seen one of these, and it may be the exact same machine I saw back then, but the stick is actually mounted onto a turntable and can, best I know, they can spin 360 degrees for digging around, sideways, every which way. A lot of extra moving parts. Got a pretty good sized bucket on it though.
Well, we made it back in one piece.
Can't see you. I didn't see you now.
Hey.
The dark when we got here this morning. Well, when I got here, you were in there damn making coffee.
Well, I had to have something.
Later in hell is normal.
Damn crack of damn noon when you got here.
It was 6:30 and it is now 9 o'clock. This is the longest day you've worked all year, ain't it?
It's a full day. You're a slave driver.
Yeah, get all your trash out. Oh, you want a candy cane? I brought them so we could have them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely had one. Yeah, we can say, I'm going to save that for later. How about that?
That's sentimental right there. We've been riding around for damn 15 hours with that in
Yeah, with that in the cup holder, and you talking about, oh, I brought these.
Well, I want to make sure I had 3 so I could get home.
Yeah, I'll get my shit out the back. I feel like a midget riding in your truck.
This is a nice truck, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a damn nice truck.
Feels like this is a confession. I can't even see it, so dark.
Shit. Even got a power outlet.
That's fancy, ain't it?
Yeah, 110.
Yeah, get all your stuff. I don't want to have to come back over here and give it back. Always locked out.
It wouldn't be unusual.
That last trip, you damn left a jacket in my truck for about 3 months.
Well, the last trip we went on to Pennsylvania, you left something in my truck, so there you go.
It was an equal wash opportunity.
I'm going to bed.
You'll probably beat me. I'll see you.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Oh God, this 5% tin is a bitch trying to back up at night. All right, here we go. Adios, amigos.